So you have to accept, Clyde, that at the least the NCB has accepted its sins, omissions, commissions, and is now seeking to address it. China NC makes the point that the government wants this to happen, which is why they're doing it, even though it is embarrassing to the NCB in the way that it is.
No, Rahul, see, I want to clear this once again. The NCB has done a fantastic job, and just because of one officer, we cannot cast aspersions on the whole organization. We are maintaining that. The point here is that why did the government let it linger for so many months? Even the NCB for that matter, why did they let it linger and allow this officer to go on and on for so long? They should have nipped it in the bud right then if they knew what was happening. See, my point is very simple. It is there for everybody to see that the BJP was supporting Sameer Wankhede. Sameer Wankhede was parading all these film stars. They tried to make like a huge big show out of this whole thing. So the government should have come in much earlier. The NCB should have taken action much earlier. Having said that, better late than never. But now that they've transferred him and everything, what is the action that they are taking right now? Suddenly, after that, the last week or so back, when Aryan was kind of allowed to go clean. After that, what is the action? People do not know what is happening. Now we are doing this show, we are talking about it, but what is the action taken on this particular officer? People need to know, the country needs to know.
Okay, I want to go across to SATISH MANESHINDE, one of Mumbai's leading advocates, also closely involved with the Khan family in this case from the time when Aryan was taken in by the NCB to the clean chit that is now being given. We're looking at the, the questioning of Aryan Khan by the NCB, the charges being dropped. What, according to you, are the key lessons? How do we ensure, whether it's a Riya Chakravarti, a Deepika Padukone, or an Aryan Khan, how do we ensure that this doesn't happen again?
Well, I wouldn't like to speak in isolation as far as Aryan is concerned, but in all my cases, particularly in Riya Chakravarti, as well as Aryan's case, there was no evidence of any nature found. There was no material or anything seized from either of them. And in spite of that, they had to go through this rigmarole. And ultimately, probably because of the hue and cry that was made in the media, the government decided to set up a SIT and the Vigilance Committee who inquired into the incident. And they have now come out with a report filed before the court. So it will not be appropriate for me to comment on the report that is filed before the court till the court accepts it in toto. Be that as it may, the same team of set of officers in 2020, right from the time Riya Chakravarti was picked up and arrested, they made a hue and cry that the entire Bollywood is engaged in consumption of drugs, and then it is a heaven for people connected with drugs, which was totally uncalled for. And in fact, a large number of stars were called, paraded, taken to so many places for investigations, one office to another, and nothing came out of it. So I feel that apart from what has happened in Aryan's case, the other cases in which these set of officers were involved in the investigations should be opened up, a thorough inquiry should be made. Apart from the action that is being taken now, additional action should be taken against them so that such officers do not bring a bad name to the entire industry or to the population as a whole.